So as I close this video out, I want to hit the 5 points so everybody kind of gets an idea of what to expect on this hike. I've kind of already mentioned a little bit during the video, but the first and foremost thing is the parking road conditions. You can drive up this all the way to the summit in a two-wheel drive pickup truck pretty easily. However, getting access is going to be the problem. It's on private property. I met a guy at the gate named Victor. He let me in, and I just basically got lucky and caught him at the gate and explained to him what SOTA was, explained to him what ham radio was. Of course, I had to start with what CB to ham radio means. But once I kind of explained that we're not up here at dirt bikes tearing things up, he was really cool. He let me in, told me, hey, there's a restroom down there in a RV trailer if we needed to use it. But yeah, we drove all the way pretty much up to the summit. You can see where the truck's parked behind me right there, and then I just basically walked just to the other side of that little bunker right behind my head right there. There's a little rock pile that overlooks to the north, and just sat down right there and did it. So in the spirit of SOTA, did my gratuitous little walk away from the truck and did it with just an HT and my cell phone and my GoPro. It's weird going that light. I got some drone footage of this. Of course, it's going to be in the video. So you'll see that trail conditions. There really are no trail conditions to speak of. If you were to walk in and not drive in, if you got permission for that, you're walking up basically a dirt road. So it'd be probably from the closest point to the summit, just under a mile, probably closer to 3/4 of a mile, and you can make access that way, and it'd be super easy. One of the other things is VHF versus HF. I did this whole thing on VHF. I put out a spot, and before I even did the spot, Charles KM6 CEM came back to me right away, which is really nice, and he offered to put in a spot, and he did. And then I got Scott, Whiskey Alpha 9 Sierra Tango India. I thought he might be out on a summit today, but I got him, and then got quiet for a while, and in the interest of time, I went in and jumped over to the machine we talk on all the time around here, the KF6 PHX machine, which is behind me. I'll spin around here, and it's right there, I think. I'm looking in the reflection of my mirror, but Santiago Peak. So Santiago Peak, this is just kind of due east of Santiago Peak, and with that, you could get in that machine easy. I was able to spot via my cell phone, and SOTA Goat and APRS would be a piece of cake, because I know there are a ton of machines up on there that can pick up an APRS signal, not to mention the bowl that you're in of the Inland Empire on top of Keller Peak and Big Bears all around. I mean, there's tons of machines around here, so spotting on APRS would not be an issue, and that's one of the points there. HF would of course work up here easily. There's not a whole lot of power lines. What's behind me, the bunker, is easy, but there's rock piles you could stick a little fishing pole up on, and then you could go ahead and string up a wire and do your thing on HF if you wanted to as well. No shade, absolutely no shade here whatsoever. Get that sun out of you. So with no shade, you want to get this thing early in the morning or during the winter when it's not too hot, so that you're not being blasted too much, but there's no shade. It's a nice breeze today, but it could get windy here. But again, I wouldn't do this one in the summer because of rattlesnakes and heat. And it's right across from Estella, so everything applies from Estella Mountain to this one. And the last point, any extra information, I kind of already put it in there, that this is on private property is what I'm being told. And you're going to need access, permission to come do your activation. So it might be far and few between for a few people, but once again, I got lucky. So that's the trail report for Whiskey 6 Charlie Tango 275, peak number 2729. And looks like we got an airplane or helicopter flying over us right now. And that's probably one of the sheriff's helicopters, wherever he went. But right on time to mess up my audio. All right, we're out of here. We're gonna go try to catch another peak.